Title 3:49 a.m. Written by Hanmas. It's quiet, and Megumi feels the hand on his shoulder, your body draping over his back as he sits on one of the chairs in your balcony. It's late, he knows this, but he can't bring himself to go back to bed just yet. Thought I'd find you here, you hum, pressing soft pecks to the back of his neck. He sits quietly, not offering any words as he indulges in the feather-light kisses you pepper along his skin. Why aren't you in bed? Why aren't you? He mumbles. You know he's dodging the question. You rest your chin on his shoulder and look at the side of his face, taking in the side of his cheekbone and the way his lashes flutter against his skin as he blinks. Bed was cold. Why else? He's silent, and you've grown accustomed to meeting silence with him sometimes. He doesn't always have the right words, and he doesn't always want to give an answer right away. But he always tells you on his own time, and you never push. Megumi's thought for a while he wasn't easy to love, but he's found people that do it anyway, and he thinks maybe it's not true after all. But he knows he's not easy to be in love with, and sometimes the small pessimistic side speaks a tad bit too loudly. Why aren't you in love with him? And why do you keep trying? And what is it you get from all of this? He's always needed you more than you need him. At least, that's how he sees it. You might not know it now, but you can easily find anyone to fill the gap in for him. But he doesn't think there'll be anyone but you. And he doesn't think anyone will want to be the one but you. It was kinda suffocating in there, he mutters, eyes still trained on the city before you. You look to where his gaze lingers, and you watch as the couple laugh, hands clasped as they swing arms dramatically. Oh, you say simply. Did I squeeze you too hard? I'm sorry, baby. I'm a hugger. You giggle, and there's a ghost of smile on his face, one that makes him let out a soft half of a chuckle before he shakes his head. No, you say softly. It wasn't you. Then? Um, don't know, he mumbles, eyes still trained on the couple on the sidewalk below you. By now, the man's on one knee tying the girl's shoe as they continue laughing. You turn, pressing a kiss to Megumi's cheek, staring off in front of you from your spot, perched on his shoulder. Remember that one time that loose thread on my shirt got caught and ripped? You ask, and he furrows his brows, glancing you from the corner of his eyes. Yeah, you were so sick of me. You giggle, and he hops, rolling his eyes at you. I always tell you not to pull at those, he grumbles. You were supposed to cut them. You bite back a grin at how his bad mood from earlier is almost forgotten instantly in favor of scolding you. Do you know that that was the first time I decided I love you? He does a double take, glancing at you in bewilderment at your words. Megumi decides that you might as well give up trying to understand you. He didn't understand when you said yes to him when he confessed. He didn't understand when you kept saying yes after the first date. He didn't understand when you said yes when he asked to make it official. He didn't understand when you said yes to moving in together. And he doesn't understand now. Only you could fall in love in the middle of getting yelled at over loose threads. That's 'cause you're weird, he grunts, and then it's silent for a moment, and then he's speaking up again. Why? He asks softly, like he's almost afraid to hear the answer, but he needs to hear it, desperately at the same time. It's just how you are. You chuckle, shaking your head. You're always so grouchy. You reach and poke his hip, and he scowls, gently swatting your hand away. And how is that a good thing? He says bitterly. He was right, he thinks, to be afraid of the answer. But then you are pressing another kiss to his cheek, longer this time, lips lingering on the warm skin and leaving soft tingles in their wake. I don't know, he shrugged. It was cute. You get worked up over silly things, and I like to watch. It's pretty entertaining. You grin widely, poking his cheeks where you just pressed a kiss. He doesn't say anything. So, what's wrong? Megumi sighs, and it's almost shaky this time. His hands fiddling with each other as he tries to put the words together. He's not sure how to say it or what to say, but he has a feeling you'll get it anyway. I don't know. Things are pretty serious, you know? You hum, running your hand over his chest in circles, still hunched over his back and shoulders. And? And I never thought we'd get this far, he mumbles. Is that bad? You raise a brow, peeking at him from the corner of your eyes, and he stiffens, inwardly groaning at himself. He can never manage to do the right things or say the right words. No, he says quickly. It's just, weird. You nod, taking in his statement thoughtfully. Wait, he groans, slumping back against your chest, defeated sigh escaping his lips. Megumi isn't easy to be in love with, but you are. And he figures as long as he keeps loving you as best he can, maybe there'll be something worth staying for. It's just, I thought I had the worst luck until I met you, you know? I don't, I can't tell anymore. Tell what? If you're lucky that we're together, or that we've gotten serious? Both? He trails off. The couple below you is almost out of sight, walking off hand in hand just like before. Your hand slides down and grabs Megan's too. Well, I think I have a great luck. He shrugged. Should be enough for the both of us. Megami furrows his brows, opening his mouth to speak, but you got him off. A lot of things are lucky, baby, but a lot of things are also just right. He pauses, letting out a shaky exhale. Yeah? He whispers, head turning to look at you with hopeful eyes. You turn to face him, hands cupping his cheeks as you offer him a soft smile before pressing a delicate kiss to his lips. Everything feels right for a second as your lips mold against his. And he thinks, maybe you're right. There's no way this could be wrong. There's no ways this could be wrong. Not when it feels like everything's fallen into place. Yeah, you nod. You nod, and he lets his head lean against yours. Let's go back to bed. I'll try not to suffocate here with my hugs. He rolls his eyes, scoffing, but there's a small smile on his lips when he mumbles, good luck with that.